was in 136 different homes. We moved back to Kansas. I ended up in foster care. So me and two of my little sisters ended up in foster care until we all aged out. But it was also a really tough time for me because I was working 2 jobs and going to school full time. Oh, that's not the first time or the last time. I was majoring in accounting with a minor in psychology, and that's still my goal today. I've seen how not tending to yourself can affect you, and I don't want that. My biggest goal in life is to be motivation to my sisters that we can be better than what we come from. Both of my sisters are finally enrolled in college. When they told me that, I just broke down and cried. It makes me realize that even after everything I've been through, someone sees me for what I'm worth. And that's simply all I need. I've been told so many times that I'm a strong person, and I don't see it. I really don't. I'm not gonna lie. In them 11 years, I tried to commit suicide 3 different times, and all of them were unsuccessful. And I just look at it as God saying, you're not gonna die until I give you the chance. Now I don't feel that way as much anymore. I believe crying is a superpower. I don't feel like I get the chance to fight change. Like, no matter how hard I fight it, it's gonna come to me regardless. So just stay happy and move forward. Or like Dory says, just keep singing. Me and my mother ended up coming here together. I had just become homeless after having a mental breakdown. I was living in my car at the time, so it was me and 2 puppies. I'm getting ready to actually hit my 2-year mark. This was, I want to say, back in March of 2020. Honestly, I was in a really dark place and I just needed something to change. And I guess Portland was that change. I felt like there were no opportunities in Kansas. I felt like everywhere I went, somebody knew me for something that had nothing to do with me. And I'm right here with a clean slate, and I'm ready to make some change. Well, I got here in March, and for the first week, we stayed in my car. Miserable. We ended up staying in a tent for about a month. I started coming to OI to get resources, and that was in December. I started my services in December of 21, but then I got into this really weird relationship thing. And I stopped coming. I started leaving. I moved in with him, and it ended up really abusive. I wasn't allowed to go anywhere. I wasn't allowed to talk to anyone. April. So in April, I reached out to Catrice because I wanted to find my own housing. Things between me and him were really bad, and something in me told me it was time for me to get out. And she's like, well, do you have a job? I said, no. She's like, okay, well, if you start this JRT program, we will start you down the path you need to go for housing. I remember you being here a year ago. You need to show me you're serious. I was like, okay, cool. I missed the opportunity in April, but then I made sure with everything in my power that I snuck at that house every day for 2 weeks to come to JRT, and finished a week before my birthday. And she told me, I want to say the Monday after my birthday, that I was approved for housing because I had completed JRT. Start the paperwork, you start looking. It escalated pretty bad to the point of where I feared for my life. And in that night, I left and I slept on the platform under the woods. And the next day I came to OI and I told Ellie, because she was the first person I seen and felt comfortable. And I just kind of emotionally barfed all over her, and she took it from there. I just finished JRT and I had started my internship with PGE. I was not able to share my experiences and why I wasn't able to come into work for a week, but Elodie had my back for that too, and I'm grateful for that. I'm still not quite 100% healed from that. That was only 4 or 5 months ago. I ended up living in my tent full time. And I ended up telling Patrice about the situation, and she's like, I understand what you're going through. Let's go ahead and make getting you housed a priority. And I was like, at this point, I'm not mentally capable of making any decisions. I give you full authority. And 2 months later, I was in my own. She really did everything. The only thing I did was sign the lease. I'm grateful to her. I don't think I would have been able to find anything on my own at that time. Especially not the amazing apartment that I have. I have a washer, a dryer, and a dishwasher. I feel like such an adult. Such an adult. When I first started my services in December of 21, I got involved with the day program. I've been going to the clinic since December of 21. Always. All of my appointments have been there. I only have the one doctor. I don't like doctors or trust them, but I like going to the one I have at OI. He's really nice. He doesn't make me feel uncomfortable, and he's actually the one who gave me my diagnosis. I'm working on writing my own memoir now. People have told me that my life story would probably be motivational. I do not agree, but I will give it a shot. That, and I'm also working my own business. That's why I made my hat. In June, I started my internship with PGE, but they placed me with Forest Park Conservancy. I have been there since June. They are trying to just overall teach us environmentalism and just how to navigate adulthood. I like it. I like that they are trying to make a change as well as putting that change into the generation that's going to make it. I am taking 11 hours this semester. I just wanted to make sure I could handle it while still working. And then I will be transferring to PSU to graduate with my bachelor's in accounting soon. I want to be a Renaissance woman. I want to have a business in every path you can. I've got industry, I've got healthcare, and I've got finances. So if I start a business in one business in all three, that already qualifies me as a Renaissance woman. Plus I play the saxophone. This hat was this was actually the first piece I made when I was living in my tent. I was actually on the verge of just getting ready to give up on it again when I was given this yarn. And I was like, this is really pretty. So I spent about 3 days learning a new pattern and constructing the hat, and then I made one exactly like it and gave it to my aunt. So me and her have the same hat. And it's the only one, they're the only two like it in the world. Personally, when it comes to staff at Outside In, all of them are great. I've never experienced one bad day with anybody from Outside In. And I've had bad days. I'm super grateful for all of the opportunities and resources available. Anyone can be great. Everyone should be great. What I would say to donors is just know that your donations are being used for a good cause. Everyone here is really going out of their way to lead the youth that need help in the right direction.